Hello. You just reached MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. Your patience while holding is appreciated. Our representatives are working hard to get you closer to the guys on top of the pit boxes, over the wall, and on your radio dial. Thank you for holding. You are now being connected to your hosts, Tony Rizzuti and Kid Cruz.
Welcome to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. I am Tony Rizzuti, and I'm joined by a guy who went as Hercules last night for Halloween. Say hello to Kid Cruz.
I did, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I was
No,
strong-arming my way to a bag full of candy.
Nice.
That's the way
Who'd you
to
really
do
go as? Did you dress up? Are you a dress-up guy?
No. I sat on my sofa, and I didn't get up, and I watched the World Series.
Nice. That was a heck of a game.
Yeah,
right?
it was a great game. Game 7 tonight, baby.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I went as a Creekstone steak.
Did you really?
No, not really. I went in the same Kevin
Raw,
Harvick
frozen,
uniform I wore
grilled,
last week.
broiled?
Yeah. Maybe some Duroc pork.
You had your fire suit on again?
Yeah, I wore the fire suit again. It was tight again. But,
So you really do wear the fire suit in your family?
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Let Joey
All right.
Logano know that.
Impressive.
Hey, you can join the conversation. We'd love to know what you went as for Halloween. You can tweet us at MRN Radio. That's how you reach us. Use the hashtag AskMRN so we can easily find it. We also have the Fan Forum Hotline.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Give
that
us a
number,
shout.
kid?
You think I should have that memorized
That
by
would
now.
be
844-ASK-MRN.
Look at
See,
it.
I know it.
He's a total
I know
pro.
it.
Speaking of feedback, we still have the survey going on. We'd love to get your feedback. Tell us if you like what we're doing. What other motorsports should we cover? Should the podcast be longer, shorter, whatever? MRN.com/survey. Takes 5-6 minutes. You get a free hero card. Pretty cool deal. You can only get them at the racetrack, so we're giving away kind of an
Nice.
exclusive
Straight
thing.
to your door.
And we'll ship it right to you. It'll be a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, we have a fun show today.
Yeah, this is good.
We have
I'm happy
NASCAR
about it.
Xfinity Series points leader. We didn't go down to the bottom of the barrel. We went to the top. Justin Allgaier on the program. We'll talk to him about the upcoming race at Texas this weekend. And then a little love. A little buddy love.
You know, I ran into Buddy this morning, and he told me that you guys had fed him some of the questions for 5 on 5 off. So it's almost proven that I get set up every week. So if I lose, you're laughing, you're smiling.
I know that's incredibly not true because I only came up with them this morning and I gave them to Robbie like 10 minutes ago. We're lucky if they'll even be typed in today in time. Buddy Long on the program. Be good to talk to Buddy. I want to ask him all the controversy coming out of Martinsville around Denny Hamlin and, well, first did Chase move Keselowski, did Hamlin wreck, whatever. I want to see because the fear from Hamlin was our kid's going to start thinking it's okay to race this way. Buddy runs karting. It'll be interesting to see how they handle it there.
Yes.
And then 5 on 5 off category Lone Star.
Should we ask Allgaier who he's intentionally dumped? Didn't Dale Jr. come out this morning?
wasn't
What was
that
this
good?
thing like trying to what did he do? He confessed to people he's dumped in the past,
And he
called
forgot
out other
several.
drivers to
Travis
confess?
Kvapil reminded him of one. He's like,
Yeah.
oops, that's right, my bad. 5 on 5 off today's category Lone Star. Speaking of Lone Stars and people that are probably big in Texas, now this is a girl I don't know a whole lot about.
You will.
But I checked out one of her videos and I dug the vibe. It's Lindsay L.
Lindsay L. In fact, one of our interns on the show, Robbie Mays, was already trying to get me to pass along her phone number.
He was checking out her vibe too, huh?
Yes, he was. So check this out. She's from Canada. There are very few people that can hold their own lick for lick on the guitar with Brad Paisley. Like Brad Paisley is a guitar
Ridiculous.
genius.
Yep.
She spent most of her year on tour with Brad Paisley, and she can hold her own, man. It's absolutely so. So the question to her was, one of the questions to her was, you know, Brad Paisley is one of the biggest NASCAR fans in all of country music. So hanging out with him, have you made it to a race yet, Lindsay?
I have not been to a race. I've watched many on TV, but I've not been to a race, and I know I need to check that box on my bucket list.
Well, how much of like an adrenaline junkie are you?
Are you kidding me? I mean, I play on stage every night. I love adrenaline.
That's true. Well, then we need to strap you into a race car and zip you around the track at 150 miles an hour.
I would go crazy. I don't think I could drive one though. Whew.
Come on.
That would
Seriously?
be a rush.
How about performing the national anthem with your guitar in front of a sold-out crowd of like 100 and some thousand people at the Daytona 500 after you've driven around the racetrack?
That would be ridiculous. I would love to do that. I love playing the anthem on guitar. I've got to do it at a few football games, and it's just so electric, for any pun of the word. But
Right.
but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let's make that happen.
And you heard her single there, Waiting on You. It's slowly climbing up the charts. You will know more about Lindsay L. if you don't know by now. And I say let's start the campaign. She seriously can shred on the guitar. Why don't we start the campaign to have her perform the national anthem at the 2018 Daytona 500?
I love it. It sounds like a good idea. And if you're digging her vibe and want to see her shred, and you're in NoCal, the 3rd and 4th, Friday and Saturday this week, you can check her out in Napa, California.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take our first break here on MRN Crew Call. When we come back, the points leader, Justin Allgaier, he joins us right after this.
If it's time to replace your vehicle's headlights, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts See Better, Drive Safer sale for a twin pack of Sylvania Silver Star Ultra headlights and get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after mail-in rebate. See farther and more clearly with Silver Star headlights at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Make your holiday meal magnificent with a mouth-watering Duroc ham or premium beef rib roast from Creekstone Farms. And now for a limited time, Creekstone Farms is offering 15% off when you use the promo code MRNROAST. Log on to creekstonefarms.com to order your show-stopping dinner centerpiece today. Use promo code MRNROAST on any holiday ham or roast purchase of $100 or more to get 15% off. That's promo code MRNROAST at creekstonefarms.com. Good while supplies last.
Welcome to beautiful Phoenix Raceway. We're just moments from the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series semifinal. But all eyes are on one man, the people's champion, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That 88 is on a mission.
The semifinal. The farewell.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Take a bow.
The Can-Am 500, November 10th through the 12th. Guarantee your seats now at phoenixraceway.com.
Thank you for holding. Now back to MRN Crew Call with Tony and Kid.
Welcome back to the program. During the commercial break, we were talking about if hockey players are the move for country stars. I think Kelly Pickler, Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, they're all about the
But not
ice,
Lindsay
ice,
L.
baby. No, Lindsay
She's
L. She
interested
likes,
in the intern that pushes the buttons.
She likes radio guys.
Behind the program. Should be a lot of fun. It's time to go to our first guest, make our first crew call of the day. As we mentioned, we didn't go low. We went to the top. We went to the points leader in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He's the driver of the Decree Chevrolet this weekend at Texas for Junior Motorsports. He is Justin Allgaier. Hey, Justin, how are you?
I'm good this morning. How are you guys?
Man, we are fantastic. I got to feel like you feel pretty good going into these final two races. You've got the points lead by 2 markers over William Byron. How are you feeling this weekend headed to Texas? What's the mood in the shop?
Well, I'm excited. I think everybody's excited. You know, when you are the points leader, it's kind of a double-edged sword. You know, you obviously have done a great job up to this point, and we did that at Kansas. But on the flip side of it, you know, that means that we still have our work cut out for us. And, you know, we want to try to keep building these points. And, you know, the ultimate goal is to go to victory lane and then not have to worry about Texas and Phoenix, or, well, at least Phoenix at this point, but not worry about Phoenix so that you can, you know, kind of start focusing on Homestead. But everybody at our shop's been just absolutely on 100%, you know, all year long, really. We've had a great car and great teams, and, you know, we've just put ourselves in a good position. So we're trying to ride that momentum, and unfortunately we had an off weekend because anytime you have momentum, you kind of want to keep it going. But our guys, you know, worked really hard over the off weekend, and they're ready to go for Texas, you know, coming up.
Justin, it seems as the season has gone on, you and your team have got better and better at qualifying. Was that something you specifically worked on, or something that just kind of happened as the season went on?
No, I think it's something that we've worked on really hard. You know, obviously the long run speed and being good at the end of these races is super important. But for us, you know, one of the things that we found is your qualifying position determines your pit stall selection for the next week. So that's one part of it. Which last week at Kansas, that was unfortunate. We didn't have as good a qualifying effort as we were hoping to. We had a big moment in turn 1 on our first lap and kind of put us behind the 8 ball. But as you said, you know, the consensus of the year is that it's been a lot better. And, you know, so not only is it pit stall selection, but with stage racing and those ever important bonus points for these stages, you have to qualify well to kind of put yourself in position to earn the stage points, especially at the end of the first stage. And so for us, it's been important to kind of up that program, give up maybe a little bit of the long run speed that we've had, but make sure that we're there, for these stages and put ourselves in good position. And if we can do that, I'll be honest with you, that's where we've gained the most points over the course of the season. Has been the stage races or the end of the stage and the stage points, because that's been kind of our bread and butter. Make sure you get as many stage points as you can, and that really helps out the finish, whether it's good or bad.
Sorry, Tony, I didn't come loaded with a lot of serious questions today.
Oh, you're the levity. Light. He loves this.
Okay, no, cool. I want to talk about a different kind of racing, Justin. You have a passion for racing RC cars on dirt?
Yes, I do. I took the off weekend this weekend, and I went RC racing in Myrtle Beach. And unfortunately, my wife and my daughter were going with me originally, and then they decided to stay home and do some Halloween stuff. So I probably was in the doghouse a little bit when they were doing some of their trick or treating, over the weekend and some of the parties. But I got to spend Halloween with them last night and go trick or treating with them last night. So hopefully that kind of offset it a little bit. But it was a lot of fun and a good time, and just a great way to kind of get away from the racetrack. I know going to another racetrack is not a good way to get away from a racetrack. But for me, I'm not very good at it. I love doing it. I'm not anywhere as good as a lot of the guys that you race against, but it's a fun time, good people, and a way for me to kind of just relax and hit the reset button and really, get your brain right. Racing is about 90% mental. I feel like the more you're in a good place, the easier it is to go out there and feel like you can be competitive every week. And for me, that's what this past weekend was all about. Kind of getting out and away, making sure you get your head cleared and know that when it's time to get to Texas, you're 100% focused and on point.
Yeah, it's a good way to get your frustrations out. Did you dump anyone for position during the race?
I did not. The track was actually extremely challenging. I actually wrecked myself quite a few times, and I ended up thrashing on cars, pretty much the whole time because I kept braking and I had to keep fixing it. So I need a crew. I need like a pit crew on the RC racing side of things, and I don't have that. So I had to do all the work myself. That's not a bad thing, though.
Justin Allgaier, the points leader in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, joining us on the phone. Justin, 13th back at Texas in the spring. What kind of challenges does this track throw at you during a 300-mile race?
Well, I think, the fresher pavement of Texas, we've obviously seen that it's been tricky. Last spring, they drug the racetrack kind of in a different pattern than I feel like where we all as race teams felt like we were going to race. And so they've moved where they drug the tires for this round. So we'll see if that changes kind of what lane we run in. I felt like, in the spring, the 13th really didn't show how we ran all day. We had some issues at the end of the race and didn't get the finish that we really wanted. But Texas is one of those racetracks it's crazy fast. Of all the 1.5 miles that we go to on the schedule, Texas is probably one of the fastest. And it's just got its own personality. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, they do a great job at making it challenging, but also a lot of fun. And I think that, as teams, as drivers, if you're off, just the slightest little bit, it shows up just crazy amounts in the speed that you're running in the lap time. So, for us, we got to be on our A game. We feel like we learned a lot in the spring, and we can use that to come in here this weekend and try to be better. It is a tricky place, and we all know that the stakes are high in the playoffs. Everybody's stepped up to the plate, and we gotta go there and execute the best we can.
Before we let you go, I know tonight here in Concord, North Carolina, you're going to do a little meet and greet over at K1 Speed, 7 p.m. if you want to meet Justin. How are your karting skills, and any chance you might take on some Lucky fans tonight?
I do get to run with some Lucky fans, so that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. If you've never been to K1 Speed, it's not necessarily even the Concord location, but any of them. They're a great time. If you ever get out to one, you'll absolutely have a blast. And for me, my karting skills are okay, but I can promise you there's some people that they haven't figured out to a T, and making sure they get the lap time down. So I'll have my work cut out for me tonight, but it's a lot of fun, and I just love going and hanging out. The atmosphere is cool, and I get to go hang out with a lot of our great fans of this sport. You know, one of the things that sets NASCAR apart from every other sport, I feel like, is our fans. We have very passionate, very, very awesome fans. So anytime you get to do something like we get to do tonight, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Should be a lot of fun. 7 p.m. tonight, K1 Speed here in Concord, North Carolina. New track configuration, so it should be fun for everybody. I'm actually going to take my kid over there during the lunch break. Hey, Justin, continued success. Good luck this weekend at Texas. Hopefully you can punch your ticket to Homestead, and thanks for all you do for MRN and MRN Crew Call.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you, guys. I mean, what you guys do for not only me but for the sport is incredible. So thanks a lot for everything you guys do, and appreciate Amazon. We'll see you in a few weeks.
There he is, Justin Allgaier. Degree deodorant on the car. Good-looking car this weekend. Black, got some teal on it. Should be fun, should be fast. Nice. Racing his teammate, William Byron. Junior Motorsports got it going on right now in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. All right, we got to take another break. When we come back, MRN's Buddy Long will join us on the program. He's next on MRN Crew Call.
Whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules Tires will get you there, whether you're running on dirt or running a job. Our dependable, high-quality tires are the perfect fit for your needs. For unmatched value, selection, and warranty with industry-leading road hazard protection, there's only one choice, Hercules Tires. To learn more, visit HerculesTire.com or call 800-677-9535. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
Live sports are the one true reality entertainment, where a single dramatic moment can become timeless. In NASCAR, Motor Racing Network's live broadcasts elevate your senses to the sights, sounds, and struggles taking place on the racetrack.
Keselowski to the bottom of the racetrack. He tries to slide up. Newman is there. Sideways is Keselowski.
The power of radio to the imagination of the listener. Tune in to the Motor Racing Network. Visit MRN.com for an affiliate list in your local area.
Online and on the air, MRN is live from the track on MRN.com and the MRN app. Check out all MRN race broadcasts, pole qualifying and practices, plus exclusive motorsports programming live on your computer or mobile device. Or go to MRN.com to find your local radio station's online stream. Don't miss a second of NASCAR racing action. Listen live online at MRN.com, the MRN app, or your local station.
You've reached MRN Crew Call. This show may be monitored for quality assurance. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. This show may be monitored for quality assurance and training. I can't do it. I just can't. Here's Tony and Kid.
Thank you so much, Susie Q. Justin said something interesting. I don't know if you guys ever watch Motorsports Monday with Woody Kane and Joey Meyer every Monday at noon. Joey loves to talk about the tire dragon and go, "Rawr!" with the dragon. You ever seen them?
No, I haven't.
So when he was talking about the fact, I remember that once he said that they took the tire dragon and they drug it the opposite way around. There it is. There was the sound effect. They drug it the opposite way around the track. I remember all the drivers are like, "What did you do?" Thinking maybe if they went the other way, it'd put the rubber in a little bit better, and it didn't. It's like the minute they got out there, they picked it all back up because it was laying the other way. For Justin Allgaier, 3 top 5s in 4 playoff races so far. That's pretty strong.
I think it's. I hope it's his time, man. I would love nothing more. I know a lot of people are still, Elliott Sadler's deep now, right? Back in 3rd or 4th. I mean, I think he's like 20-some points behind. It's still doable.
They're all right there, man. Look at that lineup.
So it'd be obviously great. A lot of Elliott Sadler fans would love to see that finally happen. Justin Allgaier, though, that'd be a great story. I love that kid.
I don't know that there's one guy in that list that if they were to win at Texas, you wouldn't say that's a feel-good story.
Yeah.
It's a great lineup.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the guest line and bring in MRN's own Buddy Long. You'll hear him this afternoon on the NASCAR Coast to Coast program with Kyle Rickey. Buddy, how are you today?
Good, Tone. How you guys been doing?
Good, man. How was your Halloween?
It was pretty calm. Got to spend the Halloween weekend back in Maryland with the family. I've been on the road for 11 weeks in a row, so it was a nice change. Good fall weekend. And then no kids in this area tapping on the door, so I just kind of chilled out and just enjoyed some of the Halloween shows on TV last night.
Hey, you've spent your non-NASCAR career around karting, and we heard Denny Hamlin, when he issued the apology to Chase Elliott, he said, "What I hope comes out of this is that kids don't think it's okay to race this way, to just absolutely move somebody out of the way to the win." Are you seeing that with young kids in karting? And how do you guys handle a late move like that and contact for the win?
Well, I guess it depends on how violent it may or how obvious it may be, Tony. There's some that are pretty obvious, and we try to catch it at a very early age. We know, and with all respect to the parents, they're teaching them a certain thing, but they also rely on the organization to also help develop them as well on racetracks. So a lot of times, if we see something that we deem blatant, we may do roughly a 2-position penalty. A lot of that's in sprint racing on road courses, so we don't throw the yellow out and reset the field. We just go ahead and assess penalties. And basically, when they come to the scales after the event's over, the race director has already called in a penalty to an official. A penalty sheet has been put out or written out, and a form is handed to the driver, and then they can go to the race director and basically dispute it or just get an update on exactly why they got that penalty sheet, and it's worked out pretty good.
You don't want Buddy mad at you on, you don't get called to his caller.
No.
Or the back of his pickup truck, wherever they do that at the track. So anyway, hey man, did you watch Buddy at Barrett Jackson a couple weeks ago out there in Vegas? I love this. Yeah. So obviously they like you, Buddy. They haven't kicked you out. Are you doing more Barrett Jackson gigs next year? And what was like the coolest car or like the highest price point you saw go over the weekend? What really wowed you when you were out there?
Well, the highest priced car on a normal standard there was, I think it was like a 68, 69 Chevelle. Really clean car, went for like $180,000. The crowd, no matter where we're at, I've been in West Palm Beach and I've been in Vegas now, and when they hit 100, the auctioneers just get the whole place up on their feet. So even the ones that aren't bidding, they're goading on the ones that are still in there, and it's really exciting. But I've got to say real quick, by virtue of where we were, which was Mandalay Bay, it was a very special weekend. On Saturday, they brought in an honor guard or color guard. They brought up a Ford Shelby Mustang. They brought in some of the first responders that were there for the Las Vegas tragedy and some of the survivors. It was a touching moment. That car, in about a minute and a half, went for $1 million.
Wow.
It was an absolutely tear-jerking moment and a very thrilling moment because they just continue to tout Vegas strong out there, and you saw how strong they were on that particular weekend.
That's incredible, and such a good thing, the money going to that. Texas this weekend, obviously Martin Truex Jr. has dominated the mile-and-a-half tracks. Do you see that happening again this weekend? And if not, who do you like in Texas?
He's going to be a tough one to pass up, and you can never rule out a Jimmy Johnson. He is so good on the mile-and-a-half tracks as well. But, I was watching the tail end of the Martinsville event on Sunday, and Martin Truex really wasn't a major player in that until the very end, and he almost still pulled that one off. It's almost like, guys, this is his year, no matter what track is his good track or what track is not his good track. And I would say you can't count him out, but I think between he and Jimmy Johnson, they have to be two of the heavy favorites.
Yeah, this probably needs to be the race that Jimmy wins. All right, buddy, we're going to play the game again. If you remember, just have to get as close as you can. You're going to be taking on Kid Cruz.
Wait, last time, didn't I beat him and he was supposed to buy me a beer or something?
Yes,
and then I never got the beer. I never got the beer.
On the line.
You never came to the table and helped me on that deal.
What was I supposed to do? I thought you were going to call me up, come pick me up, take me to the bar. We have a beer.
I'd be the one to do the work here. You're supposed to do all the legwork when you lose.
All right, well,
I won.
Let's go double or nothing on this. The category Lone Star, 5 on, 5 off. There's beverages on the line. And it's next here on MRN Crew Call.
O'Reilly. Restore lost fuel economy and eliminate rough idle with Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, buy 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner and get 1 free. Clean clogged injectors and increase fuel efficiency with Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner. Buy 2, get 1 free at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Motor Racing Network has always been your source for motorsports coverage when you couldn't be at the track. Now, never miss another minute of our breathtaking coverage with the MRN app, available on your iPhone or Android device. This free app delivers all the latest news, locates nearby MRN stations, streams your favorite programs, and is your home for live Cup practice and qualifying action. Search MRN in the App Store or on Google Play. It's the Motor Racing Network at your fingertips, and it's available for free right now.
Hey everybody, this is Mike Bagley. Join me every Tuesday night for NASCAR Live. This 1-hour interactive show gives you an inside look at your favorite NASCAR drivers,
I've always firmly believed if I'm worried about getting hurt, I need to step down.
as well as give you a chance to talk with them one-on-one.
My question for Chase is, well, first of all, I'm a huge fan, Chase.
Well, thanks.
Hey, Ryan, I just want to congratulate you on your first one.
Oh, I am? Oh, my gosh. Hi.
It's NASCAR Live every Tuesday at 7 Eastern on the Motor Racing Network.
Time now for Motor Racing Network's #1 game show. The game where MRN talent prove their mettle against the unshakable Kid Cruz to see if they've truly earned the right to sit atop the pit box or if they're simply a tool. It's 5 on, 5 off on MRN Crew Call.
Welcome back to the program, and it's time to play a little 5 on, 5 off, and it's also time to make your holiday meal magnificent with a mouth-watering Duroc ham or premium beef rib roast from Creekstone Farms. Use promo code MRNROAST on any holiday ham or roast purchase of $100 or more to get 15% off. That's promo code MRNROAST at creekstonefarms.com. Good while supplies last. That looks delicious. I'm now hungry, but we move on and we play the game. 5 on, 5 off. Today's category, Lone Star. I'm going to hide the questions. Buddy is on hold. Robbie Mays, give me 45 seconds on the clock. Kid Cruz, your time starts right now.
All right.
Texas is the second largest state in the U.S. What percentage of total U.S. land does Texas make up?
Ooh, that's a great question. We'll go with 22%.
What year was the first NASCAR race at Texas Motor Speedway?
Texas Motor Speedway?
Yes,
So
the
new
current track.
Oh gosh, I don't know. 87, probably later than that.
How many World Series have the Texas Rangers played in?
3.
The Capitol Dome in Austin is actually taller than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. How many feet taller is it?
How many feet taller? 40 feet.
And Helio Castro Neves won how many IndyCar races at Texas?
1.
There we go. He's in right at the buzzer.
Buddy Long's butt back to Maryland.
All right, buddy.
Or not.
How you doing, pal? You ready to go? Beer on the line?
Yeah. I'm not feeling too comfortable about this, but I'm going to go for it.
Double or nothing. 45 seconds on the clock. Robbie's going to put that up. There it is right there. All right, buddy. Lone Star's the category. Your time starts right now. Texas is the second largest state in the U.S. What percentage of total U.S. land does Texas make up?
12%.
What year was the first NASCAR race at Texas Motor Speedway?
1986.
How many World Series have the Texas Rangers played in?
3.
The Capitol Dome in Austin is actually taller than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. How many feet taller is it?
12.
And Helio Castro Neves has how many IndyCar races wins at Texas?
We'll go with 2.
Easy for me to say.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close,
This
I
is
think.
really close because I know you guys said the same thing on one of them.
I should have asked for clarification. So when you're asking for the total percentage of land, is that the lower 48 or all 50 states?
All 50 states.
See, I was thinking the lower 48.
All 50 states.
I think Buddy got that one.
All right, we're going to bring in producer Daryl Smith. Hi, D.
Hey.
Are you good at math?
Yeah,
you might
I
have
think
to do some math
I got
here.
this one, yep.
All right, here we go. The first question, Texas, second largest state in the United States. What percentage of total U.S. land does Texas make up? Kid Cruz said.
22%.
And Buddy Long said.
12%.
The correct answer?
7.4%.
7.4%.
Wow.
Buddy Long gets the first point of the day. What year was the first NASCAR race at Texas Motor Speedway? Kid Cruz said.
87.
87. Buddy Long said.
86.
86. The correct answer.
1997.
1997.
Boom,
Remember
I'll
the
take it.
rain? Yeah, the weepers on the track, the whole, they didn't get the grass down for the parking, so it was all mud.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy. Kid Cruz gets the point. We're tied up at 1. How many World Series have the Texas Rangers played in? Kid Cruz said.
3.
Buddy Long said.
3.
The correct answer was 2. So we are still at 1-1. The Capitol Dome in Austin is actually taller than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. They did it on purpose. Everything's bigger in Texas. How many feet taller is it? Kid Cruz said.
40.
And Buddy Long said
12.
The correct answer,
7 feet.
7 feet.
Oh, man.
Buddy Long gets the point. He leads 2-1.
You guys didn't even have to attempt to calculate math this time, so that was much easier on you.
Elio Castro Neves has won how many IndyCar races at Texas? Kid Cruz said
1.
Buddy Long said
2.
Are you sure? Kid said 1.
That's what I heard. What
did I say 1? I thought
that's
said
what I wrote down.
I thought he said 3,
I'll go with whatever. Oh, he said 1. I'll go with whatever's going to get me the win.
The correct answer was
4.
4.
I didn't say 3. We got to go to the tape.
So Buddy Long, you get the win.
No, didn't I say 3? Did I say 1? Oh, man.
I thought I heard
Robbie
1.
heard 1, and Daryl heard 1.
Robbie heard 1.
All right.
So the answer is 1. If we
So I
find
lost
out
again.
later, hold on. If we find out later that there was should we do a tiebreaker, Robbie, just in case? Okay. Just in case we go to the video evidence.
Okay.
Buddy, you have the win here, but in case the video evidence says
be encumbered.
elsewhere, I'm going to use my long-awaited tiebreaker question.
Okay.
We're going to let Kid, you went first before, so Buddy goes first this time.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
whoever gets closest to the number without going over.
Ooh,
Without
Price is Right
going
rules
over.
here.
Hey, Buddy, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Thinking of a number between 1 and 20.
13.
Kid, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20.
2.
Kid, Daryl, not even Daryl. Robbie, to prove that I did not just make that up, that I've had this question in the books, the correct answer is 3 for Dale. Kid Cruz.
So I may be a winner, Buddy may be a winner.
If the video evidence proves that you said 3 on Elio Castro
One way or another, there's
you
going
would
to
be the winner.
beers, so we all win.
Let's all go out and have beers. That sound like fun?
I agree.
Buddy, before we let you go, we're running 1 minute and 35 seconds long. Give me your final 4 at Homestead.
Final 4 at Homestead. Martin Truex.
78.
Kyle Busch.
18.
Kevin Harvick.
4.
Chase Elliott.
Ooh, 24. Take it to the bank, folks. Take it to Vegas. Take it somewhere. You could be a winner. All right, buddy. Thanks for the time. Who do we have on Coast to Coast today?
Today you got Keith Rocco, who was another big modified winner in the Northeast, and Chris Eggleston on the K&N Pro Series West. He'll preview their finale this weekend at Kern County Raceway Park in Bakersfield, California.
Should be a great show. Be sure to check that out. And thanks for coming on the show, pal.
Hey, guys, have a great week.
There he goes. The music is playing. That means Daryl's playing us out. Fun time today. We had a lot of fun.
That was a lot
it was
of
a fun show. Let it ride.
I
no
won,
winners
Buddy won.
here.
There are no, everyone's a winner.
No, we're all losers.
No, we're all.
Everybody's a winner?
Yeah, we're millennials. We like millennials. We all need a medal. We all win. Right?
A lot of fun.
You've been listening to MRN Crew Call, presented by Hercules Tires. Stream us every Wednesday at noon on MRN.com or on the MRN app. MRN Crew Call is also available on demand in the MRN.com Media Center, on our Facebook page, on YouTube, or download it through iTunes or Google Play. MRN Crew Call is a production of the Motor Racing Network. Goodbye.